Okay, so on to pumpkin head. First of all, I'm going to stick blend. Use some black and white in there somewhere. So I'm going to stick blend this up in here. So I'll miss this bit out for a second. Okay, so what I need to do is chop these pumpkins in half because I don't want them being that big to stick in the top as my little embeds. So I've done this previously where I think what's this, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and I've done 25 bar batches in the past and haven't had enough clearly. So I've cut them in half and then I just thought that's a really good idea, so save me the hassle of having to do 2 batches. So I've got 3, 6, 9. That's fine, so we've got plenty to just chop them in half. So I'm just going to slice them straight down the middle so that each one gives me 2 pumpkins. 2 pumpkins, because we need 26 because there's 13 bars in each soap log that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to pour off and do the colours, remembering that white thickens up on me, so I'm not going to put the colour into the white portion straight away. We'll do the black. And just leave that to the side for a secondo. And then in my bucket I'm going to use some yarrow. Let me just pull you up a second. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of my yarrow flowers and I'm just going to sprinkle them in to the base. I only want a few just to give it a bit of a crunchy looking countrified effect. Hold on. My gloves just split, so I've got to have a new pair. Hang on. I have used them several times over now, so yeah, they kind of died. Okay, so just going to stick blend a little bit to get that in there. I'm soaping pretty cool today, so maybe a bit less than room temperature. I'll leave that to the side a sec, and then let's get the colours done. So I'm going to do black and white. So here I have some charcoal, and we have 2 scoops. We're not on a diet. And then the white one, I'll do 1 scoop. I'm not too fussed about how white that goes. White? In my accent, white. Okay. So I'm going to put in majority of the fragrance in there, a little smidge in there, and save the rest for that white in a second. Stick blend the black. That's just some activated charcoal in there. Doing a full on in the pot swirl, so I'm not too fussed about getting black and my white. Okay, bit of fragrance in the white portion. I think it discolours slightly, this fragrance. So it's pumpkins and apples and all lovely autumnal things in this one. Put that to the side. Okie dokie. I need a cloth, hang on. Just get a bit of tissue. Tissue. Okay, so into my bucket, I'm going to pour my colours into there. And I'm going to save a little bit for the tops. And then into there goes the black as well. Do high pour so it gets to the bottom of the doodah. And then our moulds. I'll bring you in so you can see this pour. Okay, so I'm just going to pour it in. Make sure I don't go too high with the first side, so we can make sure this is even. So I much prefer working with the slab mould to make more soap, you know, because doing this by eye can be tricky sometimes. So it doesn't look like much yet, but it will when our pumpkins go on, because the main part of this soap is the pumpkins, really, and not the swirl. You see that black thickened up in there quite a bit. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's so hot today. Yesterday we were supposed to get like a hot day, but it wasn't at all. In fact, I had a jumper on yesterday and it's today that it's kind of round the wrong way. So today is like mega warm again. It's just really humid and it's nice that it's heated up again, but oh God, working in the heat, when you're working with like hot oils and a hot stove, it's not very nice. But let's all spare a thought for the chefs who have to work in this heat, because I couldn't do it. I don't know how they do it. I just don't. When it was like really, really warm a few weeks back, it was, oh my God. Just kept thinking of people who work in kitchens, and it just must have been like a living hell, you know. So, TV wise, I am on the very last episode of Stranger Things. So I have no idea what's going to happen yet. But I hope Elle doesn't die. And then tonight, I won't be watching it because I'm going out with Matt while he goes skateboarding outdoors tonight. So that'll be nice. We're going to go and get some fish and chips. Take the dog for a walk, because next door to the skate spot there's a big park, so she can go and have a play. So we're going to get fish and chips. But tonight starts the second season of 13 Reasons Why. So Bryce is dead, and now this whole series, I'm guessing from what I've seen on Instagram and their posts, is all about who killed Bryce Walker. So if you've watched the first 13 Reasons Why and the second 13 Reasons Why, you'll be already with me. The second one was horrific. It really was horrific. I was watching it cooking the dinner one evening, and there's a scene, I'm not going to talk about it, but there is a scene that it just was so shocking and so, I found it over the top, and I thought they shouldn't have done it. They just shouldn't have done it. It was too much. It repulsed me so much, and I don't think that you need to see things like they thought should be portrayed in that series. I just thought, what are you doing? And it really put me off, actually. But it's so well acted that I didn't want to sort of, dismiss things because of one episode that made me feel physically sick. But because it's a good show. It's really a good show, and I get where they're coming from, but kind of, sometimes you sort of think to yourself, you didn't really need to do that, We get the gist. You didn't need to make it as graphic as you did. So now you'll all be thinking, what is she talking about? If you haven't watched it, maybe research before you do, because it's really not very nice at all. Really not very nice. Anyway, so that's what's happening this evening. It's Friday, so I'm making soap, of course. Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm thinking I want to put my pumpkins this way, but I'm not going to get then my regular 13 bars because I'm not, am I? So do I stick them in the top, which I think I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to stick them in this, like this way round rather than flat. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me start. Let's just put them in. We'll do it that way because I really don't want to have to cut into them. I want each soap to have a pumpkin, you know? Otherwise it's just no point. Just get them in. I've marked out my thingy already, my mould, so I know where I've got to put them, where my cutting gauge is. So the other thing I started watching again is Mindhunter, and I don't mean the second season because I didn't finish the first. In fact, I didn't really get started on the first, so I've gone back to the beginning. And it's one of those shows, I mean there's a lot of you out there that probably watch this because I know I've had some recommendations from some of you to watch it, and I know that a lot of you have seen it. So it's one of those programs that you find you have to sit and really watch it, because if you don't, you're going to miss things, you know. So okay, let's get this side done. Yeah, so Mindhunter is a bloody good show. It really, really, really is. I'm like so impressed with the acting. But a friend of mine came in the shop the other day and we were talking about it, and she's another Netflix girl, and she said she started watching it the second season and she couldn't stand the couch, she couldn't stand the people in it. And I thought, oh, that's not good. So I don't know who's in the second one, but I do know that it's all about, well, I presume it's all about the BTK killer. So that will be interesting because I've heard a lot about that case. Not nice at all, but you know, it happened. So it's good that they're acknowledging it. But yeah, she didn't like the actors, so I thought, well, that's not good. I don't know if it's the actors or the actual characters she didn't like, but she couldn't get with it because of that. And I thought, yeah, it's not good when people put you off, you know. So I shall see. I don't really get annoyed with people's characters, really. It's like I just get into the shows, but we'll see. Anyway, here is Pumpkinhead. So very Halloween looking, isn't it? These won't be ready until sort of mid-September. So I'm going away on the 2nd of September for a week, and we're going to scatter Tracy's ashes at the seaside, which is what she wanted. So we're going to go do that. And for the rest of the time we're going to have a nice break, and we have a lovely house right on the beach. So I'm really looking forward to it. It will be lovely. So yeah. The next week I've got to finish packing my orders and get Halloween stuff made, really, and a bit more autumn stock. So I shall film a few more so you can see Wagwan. Okay, so I'm going to clear up and then I'm on to the next one. I think the next one I'm making is Jim Nightshade, which I have made on camera before, but we'll do it a bit different again. So it's interesting, okay? So I'll see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Yo. Oh, before I begin, let me show you my new coffee cup. So I went to TK Maxx the other day. Look at this. So it has a lid and a strainer. Look at that. So I can get my coffee in there. Look. It's perfect. Saves me using that cafetiere. Okay, so Pumpkinhead, he's ready to be cut now. Let's see what he came out like. So if you remember, we put yarrow flowers and we used charcoal, and we used titanium dioxide for the swirl. So we're going to see what he looks like inside. Pretty basic, I would imagine, but that's okay. We've got the pumpkins in there, little pumpkins. Okay, so let me take off the very end. The very end. I'm just going to lift you up a bit because it looks like you can't see that well. Just a moment. Might be a bit better. I don't know if I've made any difference at all. Anyway, let's have a look. So there's the end cut. It's just going to look like that inside, I think, you know. It's a quick in the pot swirl. So each one will have a pumpkin in the top, like this. So last night, let's get to talking, shall we? Last night, we went skateboarding. Well, I didn't skateboard, obviously, but I took the dog so that Matt and his friend Gaz could skateboard, and we had a lovely, lovely time. And I met a very nice lady who owned a knitting shop in the little town where we were, so we had a really good laugh actually. We were having a right old natter. She got a sheepdog, or border collie, so we let the dogs play together, and yeah, we ended up talking for, oh, must have been a good hour, I would imagine. And yeah, it was nice. There was one funny moment. We were looking at all the kids playing in the park. So there's quite a lot over there, and there's like quite a good skate park. So there was loads of kids out, and we were talking about getting older and things like that, and you know, who's in power, and if our grandparents were to come back, they wouldn't believe who'd made it to power and all that kind of thing. And she looked around and she said, look at these kids in this field. She said, these are going to be the ones looking after us in the care home. And I was like, oh my God. A friend of mine had said, you know, we're all going to end up in the same care home together, don't you? And I was like, I ain't going to be with you. She said, oh yes you are. We're going to be having bottles of gin and we're going to be in there. I thought, by then I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have somebody looking after me. Never mind you. You carry on in your care home. That's just like, oh my God. I'd rather die of a heroin overdose than end up in a care home. I'm sure I know somebody who sells it. I'm sure I do. Oh dear, dear. Anyway, it was very funny and very nice to meet this lady. So we had a nice time. And Matt and Gaz skateboarded for ages. So tomorrow we are going to Taunton, which is down south a little bit. It's about a 2-hour drive, and it's not too far from the sea. So if we wanted to venture off, we might be able to get to a beach maybe. But it's like Devon, near North Devon. So we might go and have a look. So it's the UK Vert series, which is like the Vert ramps. So we're going to go and watch that and have a jolly old time. Be nice, because the last few, there's been quite a few Vert skateboard competitions. They're just like, you know, little ones really, but good fun. But the last few that have been around, have been going on, it's rained, because that's typical Britain. That's what it's like here. So throughout the summer, I'm just going to grab the other log, hang on. Throughout the summer, it always rains in the UK, always. But like I've been saying, like we've had this major heat wave again this year. It wasn't quite as much as last year. I think last year it just went on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we were thinking, oh my God, is it ever going to end? You know, all the grass died and it was just crazy last year. But it hasn't been quite that bad this year. And in between the heat, we've had some major rain. So, you know, rainy summer day. Oh, reminds me of fried green tomatoes. Rainy summer days. So I hope the weather holds for tomorrow. I think it's going to be nice. It's nice out there today. And yeah, then next week we go to Cornwall. So they better hold up for that as well, because I do not want to be in Cornwall in the rain. I'll tell you, let me tell you, Cornwall in the rain, there is nothing worse. You get this, you know, like sea the sea brings in the rain, and when it does, oh lordy, it goes so grey, so black, so depressing. Unless you're inside and cozied up and you live there, you know. When you go away on holiday, you just want nice weather, don't you? You don't want the rain. And when I'm in Cornwall in the rain, I'm just evil. I don't like it. It just ruins everything. You know, you picture your beach holiday as a nice sunny affair, and when it's not, it's horrible. It's horrible. So today I'm not really sure what we're doing. Matt's at home at the moment, and I said I'm going to go up to work and just finish my videos and cut my soaps that I made, and I should be about an hour. So that's how long I'm going to try to be. I don't want to be too much longer than that because it's a nice day out, and we might find that we go off somewhere today as well. I don't know. I'm tired and I'm hormonal. Right, I'm going to go blow my nose because I've got soap up it and I'm about to sneeze like crazy. So I'll be back for the next video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified of up and coming videos, and I will see you later. Ta-ta.